Title: The Curse of the Hope Diamond. Once, in the grandeur of the 17th century, a mesmerizing blue diamond was discovered in the Golconda mines of India. This jewel, known as the Hope Diamond, would become the centerpiece of an intriguing and ominous tale that transcended time. Legend has it that the Hope Diamond was plucked from the eye of a sacred idol, and its theft incurred the wrath of the gods, leading to a curse that would haunt its owners for generations. The diamond passed through various hands, each seemingly destined to face misfortune and tragedy. In the early 19th century, the diamond found its way to Europe and eventually landed in the possession of Henry Thomas Hope, a wealthy British banker. Despite his affluence, Hope's life took a dark turn, marked by financial ruin and family strife. The curse seemed to be gaining momentum. The next owner, Evelyn Walsh McLean, an American heiress, was drawn to the allure of the diamond. She believed that possessing it would bring her happiness, but her life was marred by personal tragedies, including the death of her son and the collapse of her family's fortune. In the mid-20th century, the diamond was donated to the Smithsonian Institution, where it currently resides. However, the curse continued to cast its shadow. Those who had owned or come into contact with the diamond reported a string of misfortunes, from financial ruin to untimely deaths. Some skeptics dismissed the curse as mere coincidence, attributing the misfortunes to the high stakes and volatile circumstances surrounding the diamond's owners. Others, however, clung to the idea that a mystical force lingered within the jewel. As the years passed, the legend of the Hope Diamond persisted, captivating the imagination of those fascinated by the supernatural. Its story serves as a cautionary tale about the mysterious and sometimes malevolent forces that can be associated with objects of great beauty and rarity. In the end, whether one believes in curses or not, the Hope Diamond's journey through history remains a compelling narrative, weaving together the threads of wealth, desire, and the enduring human fascination with the inexplicable. Title: The Mummy's Curse Unearthed. In the early 20th century, a team of archaeologists embarked on a daring expedition deep into the heart of Egypt. Their quest led them to the unexplored tomb of an ancient pharaoh, a burial site untouched by human hands for centuries. Little did they know, their discovery would unleash a curse that echoed through time. The expedition was led by Dr. Evelyn Harrington, an esteemed Egyptologist, and her team of experts. As they uncovered the burial chamber, the air was thick with anticipation and excitement. Among the treasures found was the mummy of Pharaoh Ramses XVII, a ruler shrouded in mystery and rumored to possess supernatural powers. Despite warnings from locals about disturbing the resting place of the pharaoh, the archaeologists pressed on with their work. They meticulously cataloged artifacts and marveled at the intricacies of the tomb's design. Yet, the atmosphere within the expedition camp grew tense as strange occurrences began to unfold. One by one, members of the team experienced vivid nightmares featuring the wrathful spirit of Ramses XVII. Disturbing whispers echoed through the camp at night, and artifacts seemed to move on their own. Dr. Harrington, initially skeptical of the supernatural, couldn't ignore the mounting evidence of an ancient curse. As weeks passed, the curse manifested in more sinister ways. A mysterious illness swept through the expedition, and one by one, members fell gravely ill. The hieroglyphics on the tomb's walls seemed to change, depicting scenes of doom and despair. The expedition's translator, Samir, was the first to succumb to the curse, his lifeless body found with an expression of terror frozen on his face. Desperation set in as the remaining team members realized they needed to reverse the curse. Dr. Harrington delved into ancient texts, seeking clues on appeasing the angered spirit. They performed rituals and made offerings in a desperate attempt to lift the curse. In a climactic moment, as the team gathered around the mummy, an otherworldly force seemed to envelop them. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, and the nightmares ceased. The curse, it seemed, had been appeased, but not without a heavy toll. The expedition returned to civilization, forever changed by their encounter with the supernatural. Dr. Harrington penned an account of their harrowing experience, a cautionary tale for those who dared to disturb the slumber of the long-forgotten dead. The tomb of Ramses XVI, now sealed once more, stood as a solemn reminder of the power that lay dormant in the shadows of ancient history. Title: The Whispering Forest. In a secluded town nestled at the edge of an ominous forest, the locals spoke in hushed tones about an ancient curse that befell anyone daring enough to enter. The Whispering Forest, as it came to be known, was said to be haunted by vengeful spirits and a malevolent force that lured wanderers to their doom. A group of adventurous friends, skeptical of the town's superstitions, decided to embark on a camping trip within the heart of the Whispering Forest. Armed with camping gear and dismissive laughter, they ventured into the dense, foreboding trees as the daylight waned. As night fell, the forest transformed into a realm of shadows and unsettling silence. Strange whispers echoed through the trees, barely audible yet sending shivers down the spines of the campers. The air became thick with an unnatural stillness, and the friends began to sense an unseen presence watching their every move. Soon, the group noticed peculiar symbols etched onto the trees, seemingly guiding them deeper into the heart of the forest. Unnerved but driven by curiosity, they followed the mysterious markings, oblivious to the growing darkness around them. As the campers reached an ancient clearing, a spectral figure emerged from the shadows. The ghostly apparition, with hollow eyes and a mournful expression, spoke of a curse that bound the forest. Intruders, it warned, would become prisoners of the woods, trapped in an endless cycle of fear and despair. The friends, now gripped by a paralyzing dread, attempted to flee, but the forest seemed to conspire against them. Trees shifted unnaturally, paths twisted and turned without rhyme or reason, and the whispers grew into anguished cries. Panic set in as the group realized the curse was not a mere legend, but a malevolent force preying on their fears. One by one, the campers succumbed to the insidious power of the Whispering Forest. Shadows enveloped them, and anguished voices echoed in the darkness. The forest claimed them, leaving behind only an eerie stillness as a warning to those who would dare to challenge the ancient curse. The townsfolk, hearing tales of the friends who dared to defy the Whispering Forest, shook their heads in solemn understanding. For in the heart of those haunted woods, the curse endured, ready to ensnare any who dared to listen to the whispers in the night. In the end, the chilling tales of curses and haunted realms serve as cautionary whispers from the shadows of history. Whether it's the spectral echoes of a pharaoh's wrath or the malevolence that lurks within an ancient forest, these stories remind us that some secrets are best left undisturbed,